Hey folks, Dooger does here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be a little different video. As you know, I've been trying to do the walking thing, and I was gonna do the taking video while I was walking, and I really hasn't been working out like I'd like it to. So I'm gonna try to do some exercises in the home to show you some of the things you can do to work out with little or no effort at all. The first thing I'm going to do is what we call in the martial arts a horse stance. In exercise fields, you may call it a squat. But you can start out against the wall, back up against the wall, and just slowly scoot your feet out until you're in a sitting position. And when you first start out, you may want to just hold it for like maybe about 30 seconds to a minute. Then gradually you can add more time to it. When I was studying in Bak Mei Kung Fu, we would have to actually hold this for an hour or more until my master would say we could get up. But by that time, our legs were so far gone we couldn't walk. So it's a really good workout. I don't recommend holding it that long. Believe me, it was painful. But your legs are fairly stiff while you're doing this. So I'm feeling it in all of my muscles, the quads, um, the calves, everywhere. So it's really a good workout. And if you want to make it even harder, you can even work out with weights while you're doing it. Let me grab the cans I have here. You can actually do this workout while using weights. And what I have are two cans right out of the pantry, same size. And you can do curls while you're doing this. You can even do military presses. You can even practice punching while you're doing it. And you can even do uppercuts. You can even do butterflies. So there's a lot you can do with this. Now, as you get better at it, you can step out away from the wall and do the same thing. And it makes the workout even harder because you're not having the wall of support. Now, yes, this is a very heavy weight, which means you're going to have to do more repetitions, which is not a bad thing, but at the same time, us guys, we need more weight. And weight-bearing exercises can actually burn more calories. And that's why you see men losing a lot of heavy weights for that reason. Not only to get buffed and big, but to burn calories. Now, another thing you can do against the wall, a lot of us don't like doing push-ups and sit-ups. Well, what you can do for push-ups is you can actually use the wall to do push-ups. What you want to do is stand about arm's length from the wall, feet together, put both hands on the wall, and what you want to do is touch your nose to the wall and then back up. Do it again, back up, and you want to do 3 repetitions of 10 to start out with. And sure, it looks silly, but it's really an effective workout, especially if you have a bad back and you can't do the push-ups on the floor, this is a good way to do it because it doesn't put a lot of stress on your back or your lower legs. Now, sit-ups. Just like a sit-up on the ground, you can actually do something like a sit-up, but all you're really doing is you're going to tighten these muscles. So you're going to do like a crunch, but you're going to stick your gut out. You're wanting to tighten these muscles. And you want to let all the air out because you're wanting to, it's like you're getting punched in the stomach. And at first you won't really feel anything, but after you do it a few times, you'll feel your stomach muscles start to engage. Now, a big boy like me needs this, I've got a big belly. Then after a while, if you feel confident, then you can do these things on the ground. Now, another thing I want to cover are plyometrics. And these are things you can do that are weight bearing but without weights. And you can also add resistance. For example, here I have an elastic band connected to the door. All I did is I simply tied a knot in the end of the elastic band and then stuck the knot on the other side of the door and pulled this through. Shut the door so that it stays. Now, you can practice. You can do punching if you're into boxing or martial arts. This is a good way to practice punching. You may have to get out a little bit more to feel more resistance, but you can practice punching, uppercuts. You can do tricep pulls, and what that is you're basically pulling the elastic band straight down until your arm is fully extended back up. And what you're working on is this muscle back here. Also, there's a muscle here that they call a football muscle, and that's basically the muscles you're engaging while doing this. Now, as you can see, if you look close, you can see that cut right here in my arm. Right here, that's the football muscle. So this works everything. You can even go as far as do a kick out. Go a little past extension, and you'll feel that tricep muscle really engage. You'll feel it tight. Okay? Now, there's lots of varied exercises you can do. You can even get a second elastic band and put it up there. Practice double punching, uppercuts. You can do curls. There's a lot of things you can do with this, which makes it really versatile. Or if you don't want to do the door, you can actually, let me get back over here. What you can do is take the band in your hand and you're going to loop it around your foot. Now look here. Now I can do curls. I can do uppercuts. I can do butterflies. Now each of these exercises, you want to do 3 sets of 10 to start out with. And then you can add more as you go. Now another thing you can do with these that we did in the martial arts to strengthen certain things like you can take a belt. You don't necessarily need an elastic band, but you can take a belt, hold it to your chin, I don't know if you can see this here. Hold it to your chin, and then the opposite hand, you're going to try to pull away from your chin. And it works better with something that don't stretch like this, like a belt. But what you're going to do is you're going to try to pull this hand away until you can extend it to some degree, and that puts tension in your arm, and that's another good muscle builder. Another one you can do to not only build up your hand or your arm, but also your neck muscles. Take the elastic band and put it right on the back of your head. And what you want to do is you want to hold this part, the part that's in your hand, still. And you want to push back with your head. Like you're trying to look up. And it works these muscles on the side of your neck. Now, one more type of plyometric you can do. Let me go grab the stick that I need for it. Here, be right back. Now, this is one of my walking sticks, and no, I'm not going to do any martial arts with it. But what you can do is, if it's got a little flex to it, any kind of stick that has a little flex, put one in against the floor. Now, top end is going to support the stick. Okay, so the top of the stick is in my left hand. With the right hand, you're going to put it in the middle of the stick and try to make the stick bend. You're going to push against the resistance of the stick. And also, you can even bend your leg into it. But I prefer just using my arm. Again, one more time. Put the stick on the floor, the end of the stick on the floor, left hand supporting it. With the right hand, you're going to grab the middle of the stick and push. Now, these are simple things you can do at home. I'm sure there's other things you can do as well that hopefully I can cover down the road. I hope you like what I showed here. If there's anything else you want to see, please let me know down in the comment section. Like, and folks, please subscribe. You know, this community is about you as well as me. So please join me. And as always, folks, do good and deuces. Bye-bye.